Hello, hey guys, it's Allison, and welcome to TOC Pajama Talk. I'm not gonna be sad. I'm not gonna be sad. I'm gonna smile because it happened. Sure, my dream team is in shambles, but you know what? We gave one hell of a fight. One hell of a fight. Hello, how are you guys? Oh my God, that was a rough week, but it was so. Oh my God, I cannot wait to talk to you about it. Let's see. Michelle, my bell. I don't know. Did I not do it right? I might not have. Okay, there we go. Or not. Michelle. Whoosh, whoosh. Okay, I can see you. Hello. How are you?
Hi, hold on a second. Let me turn my truck off. If it goes over
The actual, can you hear me?
Yes. Hello, how are
Okay.
you?
It was coming through the speaker in my truck because I have
Oh,
rehearsal
that's
tonight.
weird.
So
I'm just gonna sit here and be sad. Okay, they were amazing. I know. I mean, whose dream team is in shambles? This lady. I felt if you were gonna sum up last week's battles in one word, what would you say?
you know, I don't have just one word because this
Yeah.
season has been the best in a while. I think this is
Yeah.
the most nail biting combinations.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a 94.
And 94, wasn't that
Yeah,
Shirley? Was it Shirley?
yeah, it was Shirley.
You know what? Okay, again, I think that it's like you know me, and it's like if I'm gonna lose, I want to lose to the best. I feel like just like you said, these battles, these they're pairing these people in the best possible way, and it's giving us such amazing television. It's giving us such amazing competition, and yeah, I'm just sad. I'm a terrible sport. I'm sorry.
Well, okay. So
Yeah.
to be fair,
Yeah.
if Dale was going against any other person, he would have done really well because he had an 87.
Can we talk about that battle? First of all, Shirley Chung is absolutely the GOAT. She is incredible. So I can't even be sad, just like Dale was. I mean, he said, give her her flowers, and she
Give her all
deserved
the
it.
flowers.
She deserved every minute of it. Okay, we got to talk about the battle. Oh, yeah, and Vietnam, I mean, we're sad about it, but you know what? We're going to be excited because you know what? We have some great competitors moving forward. Okay, so we had Shirley Chung and Dale Talde. Talde, how do I say it? Talde?
Taldi.
Taldi, my man. He's still being my man after this. Okay, we had a calamari steak, a
Cremini.
cremini mushroom, a blender battle, and a herbaceous battle. Okay, what was your overall take on that battle? It was incredible. Like just watching these two master chefs just go at it was amazing.
I don't. It was really good, but I think I like the idea that Dale put the rice in
Yeah,
the cast iron. I don't think they got hot enough, and I think he had too much oil, so it didn't look like it was crispy at all, like you'd want the
yeah.
crispy bottom. And the squid ink with the
See,
black.
you
It's
didn't
just too
like
much
that?
black. Um, I think Shirley's was prettier, was more variety in color.
Yeah. I think that I would have liked to have eaten Shirley's 100% more than Dale's, to be absolutely honest. It's not that I'm not a Squid Ink fan. I do think that it didn't really add to, like you're saying, like the appeal of the dish itself. But I don't know. It's like Shirley's just those dishes that you just think it's like looks so good to eat. That was just Shirley's. And it's like, knowing all of the things she's overcome. I mean, for her to put together, that's good of a dish. At 94, was that the highest? I think that's the
I think
or
so.
or at least tied with. Like I think we've seen some
Yeah.
93s, but I mean to pull out that dish, I I I I watched it only once, which I wish I could have watched it more. I think it was too hard to watch. I'll have to watch it more. Um, but I think watching Dale, it's like I've always loved his style. I think he's really creative. I think that using the blender, I mean, I don't know how I would have used the blender better. How would you have used the blender in a better way? There's really
Um,
not a genuine way.
no, I think Shirley used it a lot more effectively, and the
She did.
score showed that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I was happy that she went with doing a kanji because
Yeah.
I like it. My husband would not because of the texture thing, but I like congee, and that was a smart way to go. And to
Yeah.
use a blender all the way through.
Right. I mean, I think, yeah, I think that that was definitely interesting. I've never had a congee either. Like now I want to try one. I did eat blood today, so it's been a day, man. I didn't realize that chocolate pudding is blood. You know, it was great. It was a Filipino dish, but I would love to try a congee. I don't know what that had anything to do with anything, but I would love to do a congee. I mean, again, I just the notes that I took were so sporadic, just because it was like I was watching just the magic. Go back, please. The magic unfold in front of us. And I mean, for that 87 to 94 battle, you're right. She absolutely, hello. She absolutely used, the randomizer better. I think that her dish looked better. You know, I was very proud of Dale, but you have to give it to Chef Shirley. Now, I am super excited to see her in the next battle. We'll talk about who she's going up with. Please, my dog is like trying to get my attention. I apologize. It's been a day, man. It's been a day. But can we talk about my man Carlos Anthony and his battle? His battle with Brian
Well, I mean,
Voltaggio.
it was a good battle.
Yes. I mean, it was incredible. Please stop. It was incredible. I mean, eggs, first of all, eggs is not something that, stop it. My dog is sorry. This is Peaches. Peaches is like, "Mom, pay attention to me." Eggs is obviously something not that Chef, I'm tired today. It's been a day, man. That Chef, excuse me, Guy Fieri is not very a fan of. I'm a huge fan of eggs. What do you feel about eggs being the main dish?
I think it's a good challenge. It's kind of an I don't know, blank slate to
Yeah.
do things with. Um, the fact they both kind of made a coated egg because it had to be
Yeah.
breaded was I thought was interesting. Nobody went Scotch egg.
You know, okay, that
They
actually
kind
surprised
of did, but not quite.
it really did. Like I feel like okay, we so obviously the battle was eggs, Swiss chard. I love Swiss chard. I'm a big fan. The digital steamer, which I have not seen until this point. I'm going to ask your opinion on that in a second. And then anyone, hi, it's so good to see you, JT. Um, and then breaded. Breaded is just me too. Love my eggs over easy or scrambled. Has to be done right, and that's what I thought. The digital steamer. What the hell is that? What is that?
I don't know. I was going to
Oh,
try and
gee.
look it up. It was a long day. I wound up working on campus in the sun for 4.5 hours yesterday, and
Yeah.
then going home and watching the episode. So, um, I
Yeah.
want to get one. I think.
You're going to get one?
I
I
think
hated it.
so,
I think it was the
unless
devil
they're
machine.
exorbitant. But I want to try it because it looks like it would be really helpful. But then I also have Instant Pots and some Ninja appliances that probably would do the
Yeah.
same thing. So,
It's like I know I felt bad for both of the chefs because it's like I know how to make the best deviled eggs or boiled eggs in an Instapot. It's like it's 5 minutes, like you can make them. But it was, you seeing them try to do it in that digital steamer, it was like you couldn't tell if they were done. It was stressful. Obviously, Carlos had to do it several times because his eggs were not being done. I mean, it was. I was just so hard. I don't know. And then yes, if JT said, and that's what I thought in the Scotch eggs. So you would have done Scotch eggs with the breading. How would you have done that?
well, I mean, Scotch eggs is the where you have the jammy center, then you roll it in sausage and bread it,
Yeah.
and then you deep fry it.
I've never had Scotch eggs. I'm gonna have to have them.
You're missing out.
I love eggs. I would have them. Like I would have.
And then
Yeah.
with the chard, I probably would have done a sauce on the side, or made also maybe taken it the stems if I had time and made like a little nest to put
Yeah.
the egg in.
Okay. Well, I will say that my Chef Anthony, um, he did make that Bernaise sauce, Bernaise,
Bernice.
Bernaise sauce, which I thought looked really, really good. I think it was an incredibly close battle. I was surprised that there was that 3 point difference. I mean, again, I'm a huge fan. My Mama Bird Schultz is going Brian Voltaggio all the way on this entire battle. So I mean, she may call it. She may call it. But 82 to 79. I think that the way the way that they showed the judging really confused me. I personally thought that Carlos had it, and then just to have Chef Brian in there win, it was surprising, but it was also good. I'm a fan of his as well, but it's my man Carlos, man. Come on. You know,
But it was only 1 point in each category, so
which wasn't bad. Which I mean,
yeah,
I think when it's that close, I think it's when it's harder. You know what I mean? If it's like
yeah.
a bigger spread, then it's like, what can you do? But when it's that close, I just thought it was really, really, and obviously we saw one of the things that I absolutely love about Chef Carlos is that emotion. And it's like he had the emotion afterwards. Obviously he was a good sport, but I mean, that was a tough battle. Like no one wants to go out in round one, So I think I don't know. What do you think? I think we're going to see him again, obviously. I mean, yes, they both did great. They both did great. But
Mama Bird Schultz is a
she's
little,
she well
yeah.
she
She has her favorites.
she does, but it's okay. So do I. No. I mean, we have Brian Voltaggio. Like this seems to be
Yeah.
I'm going to say his year, like this comeback. Like, what
Well,
did you
he's
think about?
settling in, and
Yeah,
Carlos. I was very pleased to see Carlos is maturing this time.
yeah,
He's a lot better sport this time around.
yeah. I will say it's like as much as I love Carlos, Chef Brian brought it. Like, I love watching him work. He is so calm. Just like you said, he's really he's in his own thing. He's very calm. He's very precise. His plating is impeccable. Like you had to give it to Chef Brian on the plating, unfortunately. But honestly, I will I will cheer Chef Brian on. Like obviously I was really excited to see him and his brother in TOC, the Christmas one. So I think it's gonna go really well. I think in the future I'm very excited to see. So he's not going against Shirley. He's going against is he going on Dan
Um,
Jacobs? Is that right?
yes,
Okay, so he's going against our next winner.
I
Okay, this
think.
one.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think this one really surprised me in the best way. Okay, so we had Chef Dan Jacobs, we had Chef Sheriff. Oh, wait, by the way, I love just for the record, I love Chef Shirley and I love Chef Brian. Please don't think that they just were not my dream teams, though. Chef
Well,
Dan
we could only
Jacobs.
pick three, so
No, why did I pick him on the same bracket? That was a dumb thing to do.
I
Okay.
spread mine around just because.
Well, you were smarter than me because I didn't do it right. Okay, so we had Chef Dan Jacobs and Sarah Bradley. Now, obviously, remember that Sarah Bradley was the runner-up on TOC 6. Now Dan Jacobs, have you seen him before? I'm a fan.
I have not, other than the qualifiers, but I
Yeah.
mean, he's just so much fun to watch cooking. He'd be a chef I'd love to just hang out, watch them do their thing, talk to them, try the food, just and absorb as much as I could.
He has like a poise. Like I don't know how to describe it, just like a presence that it's very calming, but it's like you're saying, it's very it's also inspirational. I mean, I feel like this bracket was full of people that were really inspirational, and that's
Mm.
why it hurts so bad when you're like, oh, someone has to go home, and you're just like, oh. But I personally was surprised. Okay, so we had the ground beef, we had the celery root, which I've never seen in my life. That was a crazy thing.
Really?
I don't think I've ever seen a celery root. I mean, I've eaten celery, but not a celery root. Have you cooked with that thing?
Yeah.
It's it's tuberous. It's intense. Like those at home, you guys, have you guys cooked with celery root? Like it was new to me, guys. I don't know. How did you cook with it? What did you cook with it?
I think I diced it down and made like fries out of it. But I've also done a
With some
celery
chili.
root puree before too.
Ooh, that does sound good. See, I like celery juice. So I mean
It
it's like
makes it nice and silky with some butter. It's just
well, thank God. Okay, so we had buttery as our theme and also a toaster. So I mean, we had so much. What did you think of this battle overall? I personally thought it was going to be Sarah's. When it was ground beef, I was like, okay, watching Sarah's Instagram, I was like, she is going to excel. What did you think?
I was kind of rooting for Dan actually. Her burger
Yeah,
looked good, but for me it falls into the too tall. You can't wrap your mouth around a burger. I mean, it looked
no
really
problem with
good
that.
and it was super. I mean, it hit the randomizer. Um, in fact, she beat him on the randomizer by
Okay.
1 point with the
Yeah.
buttery, with the biscuits and the toaster.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but his look unique.
It did look unique, and I like how I think was it Chef Scott Koenig who was said it's a battle between good and even and gooder or a
Well,
great dish even
he made ground beef sexy.
he did make me some. I mean I would have eaten that like what. So what did you think overall, like the presentation of Dan's dish?
I agree with his comment that it's all kind of one color because he probably should have picked a different color
Because with the
plate or
white and the
bowl.
white. Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, I love curry anyways, so
Yeah.
yeah, it had my attention. I don't know, I would love to try that dish. I
Yeah.
found it interesting that Scott thought it was more of a tasting menu idea, like
Yeah.
to try different things, and Nancy wanted more fat in hers, but I'm sure they're using like 80/20. So
I would be really interested to see what kind of, because we at our house try to do 80/20 or just because it's more economical, to be honest, than, like the 90, is it 93/7 or the nine, what's the more, we like a little bit of fat, to be honest. Like it just tastes better, I think, and it's more
yeah,
economical for a family of six. So I think that's why I was excited to see it. It just felt very like something that we would be cooking at home. And I mean, like we cooked burgers today, so I mean, it's like we love burgers. But I will say, what I was gonna say, okay, the. I was just I mean a fan of Sarah's. I'm a new fan of Dan's. I think it was really interesting. An 84 to an 87 battle. I mean, again, that's really high. Like we're seeing such high. I want to know where we can go from here because we're seeing such high numbers in round one. Like, are we going to see a perfect score? Like, I don't know. I'm kind of excited about it.
I don't know because
Yeah.
some of the scores are all over, and in
Yeah.
some ways, I almost feel sorry for the judges. I know it's paced and they have time to reset their
Yeah.
palates in between,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's a tough job. Somebody's got to do it. But man, all those dishes. Because I think on the first one, Marcus
Yeah.
ate his whole dish that Shirley made. So
I mean, it looks so good. It looked really, really good. I think that was it again. I think it was Scott again that said, "Hey, with these judges, it's all a matter of a difference of taste." And
right.
it might have been Marcus Samuelson that said that because we had Nancy Silverton, we had Marcus Samuelson, and then we had Scott Conant. But I believe it was Scott that just said like, "Hey, it's a difference of taste. Like one person might really love a dish, one person might, prefer another."
Well, it's
And
like Nancy thought
yeah.
that there was too much tomato, and the tomato was unnecessary in Brian's dish, but the
What,
other
what,
two liked
but
it.
But it was like, but I felt it needed it. I mean, I think with Swiss chard to me, that tomato is just like a natural pairing, in my opinion. I don't know. That seems like natural to me. I don't know. What do you think? Do you not think that's a natural pairing? I do. I was
If I was doing like if I was had
yeah.
ground beef, do like a meatball situation and pair it with that,
Yeah.
other than tomatoes. I don't know. I would probably go either a butter or a garlic sauce, maybe white
Okay.
wine. I think white wine would pair well with that.
That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. Oh my God. I mean, but you know what? I feel like one of the things that I absolutely love about these, and before we're going to go to our icon, what I think about these battles is we're seeing a lot of newer chefs take down juggernauts, and I feel that is really interesting, and it kind of shakes up the competition, and I think it keeps it really fresh. Is that kind of what you're thinking? I think that
Yeah, well, we need to see new faces come in. We can't see the
yeah,
same people just competing all the time because then it
yeah,
gets predictable,
yeah,
and I don't want predictable. I mean,
yeah,
I want a little bit of zhuzh now and then. I just had a
yeah,
brain thing.
yeah.
Neither Carlos or Brian used the red stems to dye the eggs. They could have done a quick pickle egg and dyed
Oh,
them pink.
that would have been really cute. I like pink. No, you're right. I think that we are seeing. I keep looking at my notes just because it's like the little notes I could. I was just so enthralled with watching the episode. I just think that it's like we're seeing so many different winners, and it's like, and it's surprising, it's exciting, but it's also it's I don't know. It's just creating a different kind of
Well,
vibe.
the technical skills of the chefs. I mean,
Yeah,
this season so far, I've taken the least amount of notes because they're
yeah,
so on par with what they're doing. I'm taking the judges'
yes,
things, but what they're doing, unless it's something like using the fennel pollen or something
yeah,
spectacular out
yeah.
of the ordinary, I'm just enjoying watching the cooking.
That's my problem. That was
So
my problem today. I hate it because it was just like, I mean, you're watching again such beauty, like poetry in motion with these chefs, and we're seeing some crazy. This has been the most unpredictable season because we're about to get to our icon. Did you have a cow when you saw uh, Jonathan Waxman come out there and compete? My mouth was on the floor. Like I was like,
I thought it might be when I saw the silhouette because I love
no.
Waxman. And
I
I
think you
mean,
had called that though. I think that you thought that it would be him.
yeah, because
Yeah.
he hasn't really competed, but he
Yeah.
loves food. I love watching when he's on Guy's Kitchen.
Yeah.
He's so much fun to watch. I didn't realize he had been a trombone player and a jazz musician until watching the episode. I'm like, well, that explains even more why I like him.
You could make music together.
Yeah, trombone will certainly go with the clarinet that I play. So
I mean, it could be a symphony, a beautiful symphony. I love that. Oh my God. Okay, we saw Viet Pham, who I am a new fan of. I loved, first of all, it was just like watching him walk into, I was going to call it the arena, but like watching him to walk into the TOC arena. I mean, his face was just like when he saw Jonathan Waxman. I love when people get to meet their idols and compete. I think that that's so amazing. Like I feel like if Viet Pham had lost, he would have been totally okay with it. He'd been like, "It's a legend. I'm good." Like, what did you think? Do you think that?
I think I think he was verklempt a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, because I was telling my husband when he was done working, I was like, if I met Waxman, I'd probably be like at a loss for words. And I
yeah,
mean, I love talking about food with anybody, but I'd be like, I wouldn't know
yeah,
where to start.
yeah,
Um, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I was looking at the
yeah.
breakdown, and he
Yeah.
won by 2 points. So they tied at the randomizer. He
Right.
beat one in taste and one on the presentation. But Waxman was like cool as a cucumber, just kind of cruising along.
I will say the only thing that I thought was, and I'm going to say anti-Waxman, which it really isn't anti. It was just he was just so calm throughout. He didn't,
He's had a lot of practice, though.
yeah, he just, but it felt like I don't want to say the tortoise and the hare situation, but I did kind of feel like that, where it was just like he was just so calm and relaxed. Where I felt like that Viet was a little bit more sporadic. I mean, he still obviously was, pretty calm and collected. But I felt like Jonathan was, or I can't even call him Jonathan, Chef Waxman was just so. Hello, how are you? So kind of just go with the flow and just calm. And I think that that was a little bit to his detriment, to be honest. I feel like
I don't.
if he had, no,
Nope.
no, what do you think?
Um, I think he just was there to enjoy the moment, have fun cooking. If he knows he did a really good dish, but like as he
Yeah,
said, simple, keeping it more simple and just letting the food shine, because
yeah,
that's what he does. I think it just again goes back to the what the judges the presentation by the commentators,
yeah,
basically how they sell the dish,
right.
and so they set the expectation of what the judges should be tasting. So I mean, I think it was pretty close, and I figured it would be within a point or two, just
Right.
because both of them were really hitting their marks on that episode. So
I mean, you know, I say 80 to 82 is a low scoring. It's not. I mean, it's a pretty good scoring battle. But I feel like I loved the camaraderie at the end where
yeah,
basically he was like, it's such an honor to cook with you. Like, oh my gosh. And then how calm and collected Waxman was. I feel like this was
I
it
want to
as
see more Waxman.
I want to see more
I want
Waxman
to.
too.
I volunteer if you need like a home cook to learn from the master,
Oh my God. Can you
because he's from
imagine?
California.
Oh, is he really? Do you know
I
where in
think so
California?
initially. No, I
Okay.
don't. But it's
Okay.
probably L.A. area most likely.
Yeah.
But no, it's I don't know. I just love watching him cook on anything he's on because
Yeah.
I mean, he knows more about cooking or has forgotten more than I'll ever know, probably.
It's so it's so incredible. I feel like I mean even with Dale saying like give her her flowers. I feel like every chef that was eliminated this round should have their own flowers. I mean, you know, God, Dale was incredible. Like Carlos, I really would have again. I'm such a bad sport today. I'm sorry. Just like my dream team's out in the wazoo. But I feel like, I would have really liked to have seen what crazy dishes he could have come up with. But I do feel that we'll see more of him. I do see we'll obviously see more of Dale. With Sarah, it's like she went so far in the last competition. I know we'll be seeing her again. I mean, that's like a given. And I think that with Jonathan Waxman, you're right. I would love to see him compete again. I mean, it was it was very okay. It's like the kind of stuff that you put on when you're like really stressed and you're just like, oh, I just need to calm down to something. And then you just put on something relaxing. Like his cooking to me would be like that. Just kind of like you have a glass of wine. You're just like watching, like, I don't know.
He was
You know
just
what I mean?
cruising.
He's just cruising, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So we had insane battles last week. I, I have one more chance, you guys. One more chance. I have one more dream team. Tonight, do you have a list of tonight's battles by chance?
I do not. I
Okay.
have my notes, but my folder's at home because of rehearsal.
Yeah.
We need to let everybody know that we're going to be
Yes.
doing this next Monday also because I have a conference, so I'm coming back
Okay.
Sunday night.
So we're going to be doing this next Monday. So guys,
Yeah.
set your calendars for next Monday. But no, I feel like I just want to go turn on TOC. Like I'm just like, oh, okay. Anything else about last week's battle? I will be a better sport.
Oh,
I still got Leanne Wong, guys. I still got Leanne. Okay, I got one person.
I want to know I didn't get a chance to see in the previews because I've been so
I
busy
didn't
this
either.
weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
2.5 hours of yard work this afternoon. Yay. I don't know who the icon is tonight, so I'm really curious about that. But
This is who I think it's Morimoto. I want to put money on it's Morimoto. I do not. Obviously, we are not spoilers here. We never do spoilers. I
who
don't
are they
know.
go against? Who's the number 2 seed or
I
number
really,
whatever?
I don't know. But I just have a feeling it's Morimoto. Like my soul wants it to be Morimoto. But I would be happy with pretty much anyone. But I want to put it on. It's more. I think that's what it is. I don't know. I have nothing to base it off of except for the ponytail. Because there's a ponytail. Remember?
The only other person I can think of that has a ponytail has not been on Food Network for decades. So
Well,
I would,
and your man, your boy, Kenny Gilbert's going against him.
yeah.
This is gonna
I
be a good one.
from the qualifiers, I think Kenny is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I can't wait to see his battle. Oh my God. Okay, guys, we're cutting a little bit of short. Sorry, it was a little bit of a crazy. Bucko's at the aquarium right now. Michelle is going in her car, and I just got back from a birthday party. By the way, I want to ask really quickly: have you guys ever had? All right, I'm going to describe the dish. I don't know how to call it. It's blood and vinegar, and then it's like a soup, and then you dip puto in it.
So
Have
it's
you
like
had
a
that?
jus.
It's like a it's like they called it like a soup. It was the best thing. Like it was. I have to tell you really fast. So it's my son's Ethan's birthday party. His grandpa makes the best Filipino food in the world. He's so good. We had pancit with liver, which is like the bomb. I was so good. And he comes up to me and he goes, "I have something new for you today." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "I'm not going to tell you. I just eat." Because he knows, like, I think that he's like, I'm like, okay, I'm not even going to ask. And he goes, "Eat." And then I was like, "I'm doing it." And I ate it and it was so good. And I even brought some home for my husband, but I didn't tell him what it was. But I'm very excited. But it was so I don't know what they called it. So that's what I was going to wonder. It's like a vinegar. You have to cook the blood out. It's blood, it's vinegar, it's something else. It's black. It looks like squid ink. Like basically, it looks like a bowl of squid ink. If you guys know what that is, let me know because it was really, really good.
I'll go looking because I have homework to do when I'm done with rehearsal tonight.
I
So
know. Find
I
out
can
what it
take
is.
a look.
They normally put it on rice or they dip it with the puto balls, PUTO balls. I think
Hmm.
it was so good. I would learn to make it. It was that good. And they said it was a delicacy. So they said that
Hmm.
it's something that they don't normally make. So I just want to let you guys know it was very, very delicious. All right. Well, I'm going to call it short today, but Michelle, it's always so good seeing you. Like I can't wait to see you next week, and I can't wait to talk about next week battle because then we're going to be finally getting into the second week,
Dun
second
dun
round two.
dun.
It's so good to see. Okay. Well, good luck because you said you're in your truck because you're doing something. What were you doing
Yeah,
again?
we start our first
Yeah.
rehearsal for the new set of music for our next concert tonight.
Okay,
We had
well,
a
have a
concert
good.
Friday night, and I didn't get home till 10. I'd be back
Okay,
at campus by 8:30 yesterday morning. Was
okay.
there till about 1, and then rehearsal tonight.
I hope you get a break. I hope you and you do some research and then you get ready for tonight's battles. It's
Yep.
so good seeing you. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys, on Monday. Bye, guys. How do I turn this off?